What's up, y'all? This is Jason coming at you. All right, so we are on part 2 of our smart apartment or smart house vlog, and I wanted to show you the setup. I ended up doing it first, and then I just needed to get everything ready. So now that it's all ready, I'm going to show you what the setup is. All right, so if you've seen my previous video, you know I have PFSense and I have UniFi equipment. Now, if you haven't seen it, definitely go back, look at it and watch it. I moved and it was awesome. All right, so I have PFSense here and I'm gonna show you how it's set up. So it's a little like Atom box. It's just an Intel Atom dual core. You know, you can see some thermals here. I do have a 128 gig SSD in it. And of course, you know, with the PFSense, there's some things you gotta do with the SSD to move these two folders into RAM because they get written to consistently and it would destroy the SSD. So I did that. I've got, you can see two different networks here. So one is my LAN, that's what I'm on, that's what I'm always using. And then the other one is the IoT. And I'll click on it here and show you that it's, where is it? I think it's here. No, that's the same thing. You can see it up here. It's VLAN 50. So, you know, the whole thing is on VLAN 50, and then my regular stuff is no VLAN. So yeah, you can see. And then of course I've got Avahi up here because I need the MDNS. Now I'm going to go to the firewall rules and just briefly go over them. Of course, this is basically open, the WAN. The LAN is also basically just wide open. Now the Internet of Things, this one is special. What I did is I don't want any of the Internet of Things devices to be able to access my home network. Now, I want the home network to be able to access the Internet of Things devices, but not in the reverse. So if anything gets hacked or if anything gets corrupted or something, it doesn't affect my home network where all of my personal data is. So for that, I did this. You'll see here, it's set, you know, basically allow all except block from the private network. So you're blocking everything or you're not allowed to reach out to anything in the normal network. So yeah, that's it. That's basically it for the rules. And then of course the MDNS is what allows me to, the Avahi thing allows me to access both when I need to. Right, so moving on, you'll remember I have the UniFi stuff, so let me pull up the UniFi controller. Now, something I found extremely useful, actually I'll go to it here, this GitHub link, and I'll put a link in the description. It is about installing PFSense or UniFi, the UniFi control software alongside PFSense. This really helped me because I haven't found a way to deal with my virtualization server. It's really loud and it generates a lot of heat, and I find myself turning it off, but I didn't want to turn it off because PFSense is, or I'm not PFSense, UniFi controller was on there. So this script really helped me out and allowed me to put PFSense on the, I keep saying it backwards, put UniFi on the PFSense router. So, you know, you'll see here, this is 192.168.1.1. The UniFi control software is the same thing. All right, so jumping into the UniFi software. So you remember from before, I have VLAN 1 or the regular VLAN and then VLAN 50. So the first thing I did is I come down here to settings and I get the networks going and I split out the VLANs. So here's the normal one and here is the Internet of Things VLAN, right? So I've got those two. The UniFi software knows that there's two VLANs now. All right, so then I come back, let me go to devices, and I needed to split off stuff. So here I have port 1 is the uplink port. Port 2 is actually the home automation hub. So what I did with this one is I had to come over and configure it and make sure that it's VLAN 50. Now this is the server that's gonna have Home Assistant and all that stuff on there. So it doesn't need to connect with any of my other stuff. It just needs to sit on VLAN 50 and collect all the data of all the different smart equipment. All right, so then these are aggregate. Ports 3 and 4 are aggregates for my, what's it called? I can't think. This is my Unraid server, ports 3 and 4. It's off right now, so that's why they have yellow icons, because they're in low mode. If I send it a wake up on LAN packet, it'll open or it'll turn on. 5 is an uplink or an outlink that goes to another room, and it's actually an unmanaged switch, so it's just a breakout essentially. And port 8 is my AP/AC light, so that of course gets everything, all the traffic. So yeah. Then of course, let me show you my AC light. So I'll go back to settings and the wireless network. So I have 2 wireless networks. One I called Smart House, one I called Idiot. I saw that somewhere. I thought it was hilarious. The ID, and then you have Internet of Things. So yeah, I have 2 networks here. One is ID IoT on VLAN 50, and just to go in and set it, when you do that, it's in the advanced options and then 50. Now I also have the SSID set to not be broadcast, and I might have to switch that later. Depends on if the equipment works with it or not. I'll figure it out when I get there. But yeah, so I have that, and then I have Smart House, which is just normal. All right, so of course the AC light follows whatever you set in that screen, but the important thing I want to call out here is, from my understanding, most of the Internet of Things do not support wireless AC. So I went ahead and disconnected it. How did I do that? I went right to this, and then I went to, I think it's settings here, and then radios, and then I went, nope, it's not radios, god dog it, wireless LANs, and then I went to this one on the 5G, and I just edited it and unenabled it, so it's disabled. This, I'm thinking, will give me more bandwidth for Smart House, for my normal stuff, because I think the AP/AC light has 2 radios per, 2 for 2G and 2 for 5G. So hopefully now both of them will be Smart House on the 5G. So I'm not sure if that actually works, but hey, I did it, so it's done. But yeah, y'all, that is my network setup. So in the next video, I'm gonna try to get some Tasmota devices up and running. I got some devices and I have to flash them with Tasmota. So stay tuned for that one, guys. I appreciate you watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.